Brazil's unimaginable 7-1 defeat by Germany, Lionel Messi's shattered dream of lifting the most coveted trophy, and the emergence of a young 22-year-old superstar with the world at his feet. Everyone remembers the 2014 World Cup in their own way, but this boy's story was surely the most inspiring. A boy with all the talent to break records, win titles, and make history. A boy with achievements he could only dream of. A boy who was one of a kind. His name is James Rodriguez.
A hit by James! Oh, what a goal! One of the greats!
The World Cup is the pinnacle of football, a stage where the greatest players come together to create unforgettable moments. In 2014, James Rodriguez, then playing for Monaco, became the tournament's biggest sensation, overshadowing even Ronaldo and Messi. But how did he achieve this? And why did his career take a downward turn? Born on the 12th of July 1991 in Cúcuta, Colombia, James grew up in the city of Ibagué, some 400 miles southeast of his birthplace. He showed a keen interest in football from an early age, heavily influenced by his father, James Rodriguez Bedoya, who was a professional footballer himself. James's passion for the game was evident, and he quickly became known for his exceptional talent, dedication, and above all, his desire to emulate his father. Rodriguez began his youth career with local Colombian side Envigado FC. What can we say about it? Well, we're sure you're completely unaware of the fact that although they don't have a single major trophy in their history, Envigado are considered to have one of the best youth academies in the country. In fact, some of the very best Colombians of the near future started their careers at Envigado, including former Inter and Porto stars Freddy Guarín, Juan Fernando Quintero, and Mateus Uribe. James joined Envigado's academy at the age of 14 and quickly rose through the ranks. He even broke an impressive record at the time, becoming the youngest Colombian player ever to play a professional game. In May 2006, at the age of 14. His impressive performances helped Envigado win promotion to the First Division in 2007. A year later, at the age of just 16, James made his first major move, signing for Argentine side Banfield. He made his first team debut for the club in February 2009, becoming the youngest foreign player ever to score in the Argentine Primera Division. But you know what's even more impressive? Banfield have never won the title. Not before James joined the team. In the 2009 Apertura season, which runs from July to December, Banfield won their first ever league title. And interestingly, they haven't won it since, which is a testament to James's huge talent, even from his early career. His performances in Argentina caught the eye of European scouts, and he was quickly recognized as one of the most promising prodigies in South America. Local newspaper Diario Ole even compared him to two iconic figures, Cristiano Ronaldo and James Bond. Yes, with Ronaldo because of his style on the pitch, and with the fictional character because of the similar name of the two. The next step in James's career may have come as a surprise to some, but it certainly wasn't a coincidence given Porto's traditional interest in top Colombian talent. That's right, all three of the players we've mentioned, Guarín, Quintero and Uribe, as well as Radamel Falcao and James Rodriguez, played for Porto at some point in their careers. What's more, they didn't just play for the Portuguese Giants. They marked an era with the Dragons. It was in the summer of 2010 that James took his first big step on the world stage, joining the Portuguese Giants from Argentina for a fee believed to be in the region of €5 million. He made an immediate impact, contributing to the team's success with his creativity and goal-scoring ability in his first season in Europe. His success on the Portuguese and European stage has included 3 league titles, a Taça de Portugal, Portuguese Cup, and the 2011 Europa League, in which his compatriot Falcao scored the winning goal against Braga. In his second season at the Estadio de Dragão, Rodriguez's performances even earned him the Portuguese Golden Ball. His dazzling talent in one of Europe's biggest leagues attracted the attention of all the continent's top clubs, but none were prepared to pay the high price Porto were asking for him. Only Monaco were willing to take the risk. The French club slapped €45 million on the table, which was more than enough to attract James, making him the second most expensive player ever in Portuguese football at the time. He joined a star-studded side that included Falcao, Yannick Carrasco, João Moutinho, Ricardo Carvalho, Anthony Martial, and Dimitar Berbatov. And given his young age, the pundits didn't have high hopes for his regular playing time. Well, They were all wrong. He missed just 4 Ligue 1 games, making 22 goal contributions and topping the assist charts with 13. This season was the first really special for him, as he helped Monaco finish second in the league and even securing a spot in the Ligue 1 best 11 of the season. In doing so, he also made a name for himself just weeks before his major senior tournament with his country, the 2014 World Cup. He showed a glimpse of his extraordinary footballing genius, movement with the ball, magic touch and flair in front of goal in the group stage, scoring in each of the games, helping Colombia finish with 9 out of 9 points. The most special moment for him then was the exquisite chip against Japan, in which James fooled the opposing defender with his dribble and sent the ball over the keeper with a glorious shot. But what about the magnificent strike against Uruguay in the round of 16, on football's biggest and most legendary stage, the Maracana Stadium? 80,000 live and millions around the world. James Rodriguez scored the goal of all goals at World Cups, a goal that later that year won the Puskás Award, and this was the least honour that could be given to it. Yes, eventually Colombia heartbreakingly got knocked out of the World Cup in the quarter-finals, but James won the Golden Boot, scoring a total of 6 goals, and also earned 2 other extremely valuable accolades. First, the respect and recognition of the entire footballing world, and of course, a transfer to the greatest club on the planet. Not even 3 weeks of his magical performances went by before Real Madrid paid 75 million euros to Monaco, making James Rodriguez the 4th most expensive transfer at the time. 22nd of July 2014 was the special date in which James was unveiled as a Real Madrid player. Greeted by 45,000 spectators at the Santiago Bernabeu, he made an immediate impact and took Spain by storm in his very first games, wearing the number 10 shirt of legends such as Figo, Ferenc Puskás and Mesut Ozil. He made his debut in the same match in which he won his first trophy with Madrid, the European Super Cup against Sevilla. His first goal, however, came a few days later in his Spanish Super Cup match against Atletico Madrid. All in all, he had a fantastic 2014-15 campaign, finishing with a total of 35 goal contributions in 47 games. Everything was going to plan for him until Carlo Ancelotti was replaced by Rafa Benitez at the start of the 2015-16 season. The Spaniard is known as much more of a positional coach, relying heavily on a 4-3-3 formation that James simply didn't fit into. And as I said at the beginning, James was a one-of-a-kind player. Well, that was indeed the case. The Colombian was born to play an attacking midfield role, just behind the striker, but Benitez's formation wasn't as flexible as Ancelotti's, and James wasn't able to reach even half of his potential. And after making 47 appearances in his debut season, James failed to even break the 35 mark in his second and third, with Benitez and the subsequent arrival of Zinedine Zidane, as well as injury problems responsible for his limited playing time. But perhaps James' most heartbreaking moment came when he missed out on a place in the group for the 2017 Champions League final. Then came a loan spell at Bayern Munich until 2019, which was actually marked by a resurgence in form and confidence, under the guidance of arguably his favourite coach, Carlo Ancelotti, and later Niko Kovac. James played a pivotal role, showcasing his playmaking and goal-scoring ability. He contributed 15 goals and 20 assists in all competitions during his loan spell, helping Bayern to 2 Bundesliga titles and a German Cup. His performances were praised for rediscovering the form that made him a star at the 2014 World Cup. Another memorable moment was the goal he scored against his parent club at the Bernabeu, in a tense and competitive Champions League semi-final. And of course, the apology gesture he made to the Madrid fans. Despite his success in Munich, however, Bayern decided not to exercise their option to buy him on a permanent deal, and he returned to the nightmare. While there was some expectations that James could once again be influential for Madrid, the 2019-20 season will surely go down as his most disappointing. Much like Eden Hazard's final years at Real Madrid, James Rodriguez finished the campaign with just 1 goal and only 14 appearances for Zinedine Zidane's side. After that, not even close to the end of his career, it was all downhill for him between 2020 and 2024. He had some positive moments with Everton in the Premier League, but they were mainly under the guidance of Ancelotti. Yes, the pair got on again and even produced some great results together, but then Rafa Benitez was back on the horizon for James. Yes, you can imagine what that led to. a new dip in form, and 3 more frustrating spells with Qatar's Al Rayyan, Olympiacos in Greece, and Sao Paulo in Brazil before mid-2024. Now, 32, it could be said that his club glory has come to an end. But his love for his country is still alive, scoring and assisting at the 2024 Copa America. James' story is the perfect example of the fact that even when you make your big dream come true, you have to keep working and developing to climb the ladder of success. Yes, the case of James was hindered by other obstacles, mainly named Rafael Benitez, but despite the setbacks, the story of the Colombian star teaches us that we always have to find a solution to move forward. What do you think? Would his career have been different if Bayern Munich had activated his release clause? Share your thoughts below. Also, if you enjoyed that one, check out more stories on the Football Pitched channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you in the next one, and see you on the pitch.